see me. Let's get some of this out of the way. Alright. If you're wondering what all this stuff is for, it's of course for the bike. And some of it is, well, one part is something I need to fix. Some of the other stuff is just things I want, or some need, some want. Things I've learned about from my Alaska trip, how I can kind of better utilize my bike for long traveling on it. And that's what a lot of this stuff is. There's a few more boxes to come of some stuff. But mainly I want to talk about the future of this channel. So let's get a little more intimate than me going over these boxes. Hold on a second. How's that? I think this looks pretty good, huh? Yeah? You notice, if you're wondering about this, that's just marker right now. But I'm going to be doing my neck in about a week with some love from the desert, which is, I love the desert. And the tattoo is going to mean a few things for me. Not important right now, though. So, future of the channel. Okay, let's get into it. So, you know, I started YouTube for fun. I was inspired by this channel called Peter Strussel. And when I was looking at getting my street scrambler, I watched all his videos because he had a Triumph Scrambler. And he was doing, like, adventure-y things on them. I mean, he was riding around Colorado, like backcountry routes, stuff like that, camping, doing that kind of stuff. And around that time, I'd also watched the Long Way series for the first time, and that was just really inspiring. And then around then, I read Ted Simon's book, and you know, you get it. I cared less about, you know, music industry and having a big recording studio one day, or trying to be the next Butch Vig, and suddenly I cared a whole lot more about seeing the world, and specifically seeing it from the perspective of someone traveling on a motorcycle. So I first did a YouTube, my first YouTube videos I just did were, you know, just for fun. I didn't like try that hard, you know what I mean? Like I don't know video, I'm not good at it. So, and I didn't try to learn video before. I just made some goofy videos and put them on there. And they, you know, they took off, I guess. They did better than I kind of expected, just putting some stuff out there for fun. And, you know, it's a niche of a niche, but whatever. And, you know, obviously it's still a very small channel, and I don't know if that's ever going to really change, but I have a lot of fun doing it. And so for me, for somebody who works in music, you know, I need to have some kind of creative outlet. And used to be writing songs and playing guitar and doing that. And I still would like to do that if I could balance the time, is where I struggle right now, just because my job is really demanding. And at the moment, it's even more demanding. But videos have been nice. Well, like having an actual nice, reliable motorcycle, it's been about 3 years since I got my Triumph, has been wonderful, because my first motorcycle was awful. And so the Triumph has allowed me to actually like really enjoy motorcycling, like actually really do it. And that's been great, because I've done a lot on it, you know, over 40,000 miles in under 3 years. And honestly, a lot of that is when I'm here in New Orleans. I work from home, so I'm not commuting. And I'm also not riding around the bike as much, because Louisiana is not really that great for riding. And a lot of times I'm just riding around locally to hang out with friends. So I'm not doing a whole lot of miles, other than when I'm traveling somewhere. I can't imagine if I lived in Tennessee still, I'd probably be at 60,000 miles. Well, I'll probably be there soon, actually. So let's get to that. So yeah, you know, I really enjoy making videos, and I want to get better at it. Now I kind of like watch some stuff. Like I was watching the video from Red Bull about Shayna, who's an awesome flat track racer. And look her up if you... Actually, no, I'm going to link the video from Red Bull, because if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. If you don't watch flat track, you should. It's a really fun sport, and there's a lot of heart in it, and it's great. And she's one of my favorites. I mean, she's probably like everyone's favorite, but I really like her and Briar. It's this really cute story. I'm totally going on a tangent, I know, but you should check it out totally. So anyhow, just watching the video on her, and I'm like, oh, I see how they did this. Like, I could do stuff like this, stylize it a little bit more. Like Fort9's videos, amazing. They're like the Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown style-esque like YouTube videos about motorcycle stuff. So I really like how they're very creative and they change it up and they don't just stick with a format, and I would love to do that. But they also have a team, and I'm generally just me. And sometimes it's me and Caitlyn or me and somebody else, but ultimately it's generally me editing it and doing all that stuff, and it takes a lot of time. Anyhow, so video channel going forward. Well, I'm not like stopping it, so don't worry about that if you enjoy it. And if you don't like my channel, then I'm sorry, don't watch it. Self-explanatory. So I do have some videos in the pipeline. It's there's going to be some stuff, some more vloggy type videos. There's going to be some owner review videos on certain gear I use. Things like a 40,000 mile review of my bike I've needed to do for like 5 months now that I haven't done. Stuff like that hopefully that is for those who have subscribed to the channel. It's like things like owner reviews. I don't really expect you necessarily to be interested in unless you're interested in that piece of gear. That's kind of more so if someone's searching a jacket or whatever I have and they want to see my opinion on it, and hopefully it lures them into this channel, and then they follow along with us, right? So but ultimately what's going to be happening is at the end of May we're going to be leaving New Orleans, which is really sad because we love New Orleans. So we're going to be leaving New Orleans, and I'm actually going to be, from that point on, starting Scramble the U.S. And what I mean is I'm going to be living full-time from the road, and I'm going to be traveling around. So hopefully I learned a lot from my Alaska video. I'll be making some really great content throughout the country from different areas. Doing adventuring, exploring, get myself into some trouble, things that generally don't do that well on YouTube, but are really fun for me to do, and then also create, a video about. So that's going to be, meanwhile, Caitlyn's going to be living in Charleston, South Carolina, and paying off her debt, and, hopefully joining up eventually at one point. So I'm still going to have some things in the pipeline. I got some like cinematic, I don't want to say movie, like cinematic video ideas that I want to do using poetic narration and really beautiful cinematic shots if I can take them, because I'm going to need people to help me for this. And I do have people that are willing to help, and that'll be helpful. So, that's what you can expect. You can expect, if you like the Alaska trip, hopefully I'm going to kick it up a notch as far as the editing and the storytelling goes. I just kind of filmed that and then I edited it. And right now I'm starting to kind of brainstorm ideas of what the stories I want to tell while I'm traveling. So I'm starting to think of like, I'm going to be in this city around this time. These are things that I'd like to tell about this city that I love about this city. So that's what I have in store. For those that for those of you that live in the U.S. that maybe want to meet up at some point, do some riding together. Maybe I can do a video on your bike, or collaborate. If you're a YouTuber, we can figure something out. Hit me up, and especially if you're willing to let a dude crash on your floor or something, that would be appreciated. Though I do have friends throughout the country, so I'm kind of okay for the most part. But if, just in case, if you're willing to put out, you're willing to put somebody up, me, I appreciate it. Let me know. Sorry, Rupert's making some noises. You guys don't see Rupert very often because He's a little ninja. He's my cute little orange tabby who's currently staring at himself in the the lens. Yeah, he gets so quiet. His eyes look weird because he got hit by a car at one point in Nashville, but he's okay. He's a cute little ginger cat. Anyhow, yeah, if you're in the U.S. and you want to meet up at some point and ride together or something, or you want to show me something around your area that's cool, let me know. My traveling plans this year will be a little limited just because I want to spend like a month in Tucson. I have some work trips, and I want to knock out some states I haven't been before. I have 7 states in the U.S. I haven't been, and 6 of them I can ride the motorcycle to, and those 6 I wish to cross off my list this year. So, yeah. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this channel, we're going to hopefully be growing it, getting better quality. I just hit 500,000 views, which I know is like really small on YouTube, but at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of cool for like making really dorky videos and just uploading them. Thank you. Appreciate that. So we're going to keep doing that stuff. And what else? If somebody's curious about supporting me through Patreon and that kind of stuff, I don't know if that's something I'm going to get into anytime soon. I kind of imagined when we're traveling the world, maybe I would. As it stands right now, I have a job that pays pays good for the music industry at least. I'm sure there's better paying jobs. Well, I know there's better paying jobs, but it's the music industry. So, I don't have any complaints. It's a cool job. It's a really cool company. The people I work with are really cool. So, I get to go to events and meet other cool people. So, I'm really lucky in that regard. And I'm going to be working this job from the road, and actually probably doing some work for this job while on the road. Interviewing studios and mix engineers and producers and that kind of stuff. Anyhow, so what I really want to do versus like Patreon and that kind of stuff is like eventually start having merch, not necessarily Scrambler Stories merch, but like cool t-shirts and cool stuff that you'd actually want to wear. But I'm not really in the middle of developing anything right now. Like the quality of the shirt matters a lot to me, and obviously the design. You want a cool piece of art, and I can't draw, so. So for right now, if you want cool motorcycle art, go to somebody like Amanda, which is As the Magpie Flies on YouTube, and Blind Thistle on Instagram, and I think Blind Thistle is her Etsy shop. But if you go to one of her website or something like that, it's all linked together. I got a bunch of cool art from her, by the way. She does cool art. Let me show you. All right, so as an example, I was shopping for, I was filming a video at Poet Motors the other day, which is going to be a video on their shop, which is really cool, Bronson's shop, and I bought some cool shirts I'm going to show you, or a cool shirt, and I saw this magazine, and I was like, hey, I know that piece of art because I have it elsewhere, and that's really cool, and I had to buy the magazine for it. And then there's a cool article in here about Amanda and her art and stuff she does, and it was really cool. And it's a good magazine, by the way. But good job, Amanda. Congratulations on that. You deserve it. Maybe eventually we're going to talk. Maybe we can twist your arm and to help me with a children's book. Anyhow, yeah, like I bought this calendar from her, and look at this. How sick is that? That's sick. I like that. That was January, which I didn't fill out any dates for. But you get the picture when I'm saying that she does really great art. Anyhow, eventually, hopefully, we'll have some Scrambler Stories stuff to sell, and that's it. So if for those of you that have been around for the beginning, like, wow, I don't know how you survived. Thank you. And for those that are new, thank you for coming along. you know, people always reach out and say nice comments, and sometimes I run into people randomly, and they're always really nice. So I really appreciate it. I don't really get much. I don't really get like any hate right now. So either I'm not doing something right, or I am doing something right. But I think it's just because I'm a really small channel. That's probably more why. And yeah, and you know, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone that comments and stuff like that. And if you like a video, you know, that's great. Love it. If you have ideas for future stuff that you'd like to see, let me know. I'm open-minded and all that. If you want to meet up while I'm traveling and you're in the U.S., let me know. I'm 100% down for that. You know, pending my schedule and you know where I have to be and if I can, of course. And yeah, and if you have anything that you want to contribute, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you got some cool art you want to show me that, you know, we can show off your art or something. If you want to do, you know, if anyone wants to do Scrambler Stories, anything, you know, piece of art and something, then, you know, that's cool with me. And you can retain ownership of whatever you create. And yeah, I just love to see it. I'm enjoying this creative process of making videos. And not so much because I like seeing my face on TV or a computer screen, because I don't. But it's just fun to create, and hopefully we'll have some more videos where I'm behind the camera. That's one of the things I'd like to do, is be a little more behind the camera. Although I feel like I've gotten a lot more comfortable being in front of the camera, so whatever. We'll do it all, man. So yeah, I'm in the process of editing like 5 or 6 videos right now. So I'll let this one go first. So for you know, just for those of you that are curious about what's going to go on with the channel now, I've done the Alaska trip and all that. So yeah, just to reiterate, I'm going to be living full time from the road, and we're going to start with just riding around the U.S. and we'll go from there. I'm going to get to working on my bike before I lose the sun for the rest of the day. So thanks for watching. Take care and scramble on. Rupert, you have anything to say? Rupert don't give a shit. He's a cat. Actually, he's a very sweet cat. Big cuddler. Yeah. I'm going to miss the shit out of him. He's going to stay in Charleston with Caitlyn.